Hello everybody, my name is Todd, I'm your logic tutor. We're continuing with our proofs using the rules of inference and the rules of replacement. In this problem right here, we are trying to prove not C. So we look among our premises to see if we can find a not C, and we don't. So we look for the next best thing, which would be the opposite of not C and an antecedent, which appears on line 3. Why is that helpful? Because if we get a not B, then we can do a modus tollens and get our not C. So do we have a not B? Well, we have a not B in line 1, but that will require an A to do a modus ponens to get it. So we need to find an A, and there's an A locked in line 2, which we can get with some manipulation. First thing we might do is, and we can do this many different ways, but I'm just going to move this over y and a and x by com from 2, and I'm going to simplify this part because it has the a in it, so I get y and a from 4 by simplification. Remember, I'm after the a, it's on the wrong side, so I need to do another com move, get a and y from 5 by com, and now I can get the a from 6 by simplification. What were we going to do with that a? We were going to get a not b from line 1, so let's do that. Not b, 1, 7, modus ponens. Now we have our not b, and so we can do our final move, 3 and 8, to get not c. This is line 9, from 3 and 8 by modus tollens, and we're done. Let's try another. Okay, on this one we have to prove not C or D. Now the one thing that I would do, since this is a negated disjunction, I'm going to write its De Morgan's equivalent off to the side so that I know if I can get to it, then I can get to the final answer by De Morgan's. So not bracket C or D is equal to not C and not D. Okay, so I can either go directly for the conclusion, or I can go for this and get back to the actual conclusion by De Morgan's. Okay, so let's go looking for not C and not D. Don't see it, but I noticed that we have a collection of C's and D's right here, and I think if I can get a hold of that part, I can manipulate it into this and then into the not C or D. So in order to get the antecedent out of line 2, I need a not A to do a modus tollens. Don't have a not A, but I can get one from line 1 by doing a modus tollens if I have a B, the opposite of the not B. And I do on line 3, so I can do a modus tollens and get not A, 1, 3, modus tollens. And with that not A, I can do a modus tollens on line 2, and I get not C, then D, from 2 and 4 modus tollens. Now this is a long way away from the conclusion I'm after, but we can start using some of our rules. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this if-then in here into an or. Okay, so I'm applying a rule of replacement, material implication, to just what's inside the brackets here. All right, so when I apply it, the not C becomes a C, the then becomes an or, and the D stays the same. That'd be from 5 by material implication. Okay, and there we go. We got exactly what we wanted. We got our conclusion. Yes, we were thinking about this not C and not D as a alternative, but turns out we didn't need it. All right, let's move on to another. Okay, here, prove B then A. Doesn't appear that we have a B then A, and we also don't have the opposite of B then A in an antecedent. So my standard trick for getting a conditional that I need is to find B then something and then something then A, and then put them together by hypothetical syllogism, B then A. Okay, I have a blah then A right here on line 2, but I don't have a B then something to try to put it together with. But look at line 1. There is a not B in the consequent, and we do have a rule that lets us rotate antecedent and consequent. It's called transposition, and when we do, the signs change. So it would become B, then not C or D from one transposition. Okay. Now we have a B then blah and a blah then A, so we're almost ready for hypothetical syllogism, but remember those blanks, those blahs need to match, and they're not the same. But we can convert, we can work on line 2 or we can work on line 3. Let's pick line 3. I'm going to convert what's inside the brackets to a then by material implication. So everything stays the same. I'm going to apply material implication to just what's inside the brackets. The not C becomes a C, the or becomes a then, and the D stays the same. That's from 3, material implication. Now we can see we have blank then blah, blah then A. Those blahs match. We can put them together, B then A, and that's from 2 and 4, H, S. And we are done. Okay, let's try another. Okay, here, prove not F or D. Don't see it. Don't see its opposite in an antecedent. I might write down one of its equivalents, and one of the things I can do is change an or to a then, in which case it would be F then D. Now I begin to see how I'm going to solve the problem. Look, I have F then blank, blank then D. I can put those together by hypothetical syllogism. Let's do that. F then D, 1, 2, H, S, and then I convert the then to an or. The F becomes a not F, the then becomes an or,